Hi, my name is Alex Feisley, and today I'm going to walk you through the steps of upgrading your NetMaker server from version 0.16.0 to version 0.16.1. In 0.16.1, we introduced the dynamic security model for MQ. The point of this is that it will actually make MQ much more reliable going forward. It will make it easier to set up and maintain. Now that does introduce a little bit of pain now when you have to upgrade your server, because unfortunately it changes some of the ways that communication works. So we're just going to walk through those steps and show you how to do it. We have a gist right here that walks through it, and it goes through all the steps, and these are going to be in the docs as well. I'm writing this a couple days before we officially release 0.16.1. It's currently in pre-release, so there's going to be a couple differences in the steps, and I'm going to point those out while we go through it. So here I've got my NetMaker server. It's running v0.16.0. You can see that on all the versions. And so we're going to go ahead and upgrade that. So what is our first step? Well, we need to Docker compose down our server, of course. Not Docker compose volumes, because, that would delete our whole server, but this will take a minute because everything needs to shut down. And once we do that, we're going to wget some files that are going to be a little bit different. Let me just go ahead and prepare that. So we're wgetting mosquito.conf. Now the difference here is we add these plugins to it for dynamic security. Now we're also going to get a new script. The point of the script is to allow MQ to wait until NetMaker is ready to go. So now let's modify our Docker compose. We're going to start off with just changing our version tag, 0.16.1. Next, we are going to change the volumes. Shared certs becomes Mosquito data. And why is that? Because we don't use shared certs anymore. We use passwords instead. So there's actually not a point to having shared certs in there. Okay, so now we've got Mosquito data, and in the environment section, we're going to create a new password for Mosquito. So it's going to be MQ admin password, and I'm going to call this super secret pass. There, that should make it super secure. I guess I should put in some special characters, huh? Okay, and next we're going to go down to our MQ service. So we're going down, going down, going down, we're at Trafic, MQ, here we go. First we're going to add a command into there. So the command looks exactly like this. Just need to copy paste that in. Then you need to add an environment variable. Now we don't currently have an environment here, so we need to add a new section. Yeah, so let's do that. We just need to say environment, if I learn how to spell. Now, did I do that right? Let's check another environment. Yep. So it's just the environment and then 2 spaces in. Gets you what you need. So we should be good there now with that environment section. Okay. Oh, except we need the base domain. That's pretty important. So this actually is not the base domain. And let's go ahead and grab that. So we're going to replace that with this. There we go. Okay, volumes. We're adding a new volume there. And then replace all traffic labels with ... Okay, so we just need to go ahead and grab this. And we're just going to go ahead and down here, where are the traffic labels? There we go. Traffic labels be gone. There we go. Oh, except these are indented too far, which is unfortunate. Apologies, I know this is painful to watch, but I want to make sure other people who do this know exactly what to do. Okay, and we need that base domain again. Let's grab that here. That's going to go in NetMaker base domain here. If I can actually get over to it, which I can't. There we go. And there we go. All right. Now run Docker Compose up. And we'll cross our fingers. Oh, did I look at MQ? Not found. Did I forget a mount? Line 10, mosquito config wait.sh. Let's take a look at our volume mounts. Did I get that in there? Uh-oh, looks like I forgot. Okay, so that'll do it. Okay, and again, need to delete some of this stuff. Okay, let's Docker Compose up again. Should modify MQ. And let's check out those logs. There we go. Starting MQ. Looks like it's doing what we need. And let's look at NetMaker. Okay, looks like it wasn't able to connect previously. Hopefully it's working this time. Okay, and then on the, let's just go to our server, make sure it's up and running. Oh, and you know what we forgot to do? Forgot to change our UI to 0.16.1. Let's do that. Okay, so server is now updated. And we should be good to go there once it grabs it. And the next thing we're going to need to do is upgrade all of our clients. And this part is going to be a little bit different for me than it is for you. So I want to point that out right now before we get into it. So all you're going to do is run an apt update apt install net client. So that'll be something like get one of these machines up here. So this one, I believe, is in our network. So we could run apt update. If it has an internet connection, that is. Apologies, I run these on budget droplets, so they're a little slow sometimes. And then you do apt install net client. And typically this would tell you there's a new version to upgrade, but there's not. So we can't upgrade it because we are not releasing these packages until the actual release comes. So in the meantime, here is how you can do it if you're doing this ahead of the actual release. So first you're going to do a wget of the client. Let's make sure there's not one there. So there is one there. So I think we do it like wget, I would say that, -o net client. Okay, and then we're going to chmod +x net client. Then we're going to systemctl stop net client. Then we'll copy that in there. Then we'll start the net client. Then we'll run a net client poll just for good measure. And what does that look like? There, we're running 0.16.1. Perfect. Now we take all those in combination, and we could actually make this go a little bit faster for our next go. So I'm just going to take all these commands, put them like that. And then net client poll. Okay. So that should be all we need. Let's go over to our other clients. So I believe this is one of them. Hopefully. Hopefully it's not some other random machine. Currently on 0.16.0. Let's run that big old command. All right, grabbed it. Chmod x. Systemctl stop, copy, start, pull. And what's our version? There we go. All right, we've got one more in my network I need to update. I believe it's this guy. Let's check that out. There we go. Time to upgrade. Let's do it. Okay, and so we should be all set now. And everything's all nice and connected. Let's take a look at our server. Uh-oh, currently unhealthy. That's no good. That one did not change its version. Did I upgrade the wrong one? Let's check it out. So we got 250 there. I'm just going to go ahead and SSH to this guy. Okay, so that's got the right version. Do we have any issues with logs? Let's take a look. All right, looks like it sent an update and it checked in pretty recently. So maybe we're just good now. And we are. Okay. So it could take about a minute or two for everyone to check in and report a healthy status. But other than that, that's the whole process for upgrading. I'm thinking we should probably do some sort of script for this to help you all out, but at the very least, I'm going to put this little bit in the description, and that should give you a slightly easier path. All right, thank you very much. And again, if you're doing this after the official release, you're just going to do apt update and apt install net client, and you should be good to go. All right. Have a good one, y'all.